Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, The Real Super Sam. Today is another top 5 stories list on my channel and I hope you enjoy. The Red Ghost, the first top 5 stories list on my channel that's not about a Spider-Man rogue. This is a Fantastic Four foe and surprisingly well known, but in very few comics. The Red Ghost can become inanimate and has 3 Super-Apes, each with different powers, that help him commit crimes that usually have stuff to do with his powers. Today the Red Ghost is rarely seen and almost never talked about, so a lot of his prime was back in the older days. So let's get on with listing the top 5 Red Ghost stories. Number 5. The Riotous Return of the Red Ghost. Published in Fantastic Four issue 197, it is a Red Ghost story without his Super-Apes. Mr. Fantastic on his rocket ship has accidentally brought the Red Ghost back. And now it's the leader of the Fantastic Four against the Red Ghost. For once we see the Red Ghost all alone going up against a superhero, a one-on-one fight, and we see everything him and Mr. Fantastic have got. Red Ghost doesn't do so well in the fight. It's very entertaining and adventurous, a great fight, and a return for the Red Ghost into comics. Number 4. Plunder of the Apes, The Rage of the Red Ghost. A two-parter in Iron Man issues 82 and 83 is the surprising return of the Super-Apes and the Red Ghost. At this time, the Iron Man armor is being worn by Happy Hogan. The 3 Super-Apes show up at a nightly party and kidnap Tony Stark, but why? Where is the Red Ghost, and why are his apes here? They bring Tony to the Red Ghost, but this time he really is a ghost. The Red Ghost, after his last appearance, cannot touch anything now like a real ghost. Red Ghost needs Iron Man to help him become who he was before, or Stark will die. The apes were the standout of the story, I'd say, because of how their powers are used, and I love the creativity. Red Ghost does return to normal, or as normal as he was before, and Tony Stark becomes Iron Man to stop him from escaping. Red Ghost uses his power once again. Iron Man tries to stop him, but Red Ghost does it, but because Stark was rushed, the Red Ghost apparently dies and vaporizes into nothing. It was a great story, and I liked the ending as well. Number 3. The Fantastic Four vs. the Red Ghost and his Indescribable Super-Apes. The Red Ghost first appeared in Fantastic Four issue 13. I reviewed this issue on my channel recently, so most of the story is the Red Ghost and his apes and the Fantastic Four going to the moon and fighting each other. This is the Red Ghost's first appearance, and one of his greatest. I love the story of his origin that copies the Fantastic Four's. He and the Fantastic Four in the issue are almost destined for battle, each going to the moon for the first time. All of his unique powers and the 3 apes are shown here, and the ending is very Marvel. This is a good Red Ghost story because it explores Ivan, the Red Ghost. He is more important than the Super-Apes. There's unfortunately not much more to say, so let's get on to the next one. Number 2. Said the Unicorn to the Ghost of Beasts and Men. Another two-parter in Iron Man issues 15 and 16. This has the Red Ghost move away from fighting the Fantastic Four and going up against Iron Man. This is the Red Ghost's 3rd appearance ever in comics, and he returns in a big story that many have remembered. He brings back the rogue Unicorn to help him get an invention. And Unicorn will die without the Red Ghost's help, so he must obey him. But the Red Ghost has a secret, that he doesn't have his powers anymore, and that's why he needs the machine to get his powers back. He does get his powers back, leaves the Unicorn, and goes off on his own without his Super-Apes. Actually, he has a bunch of other apes with him, and they attack Iron Man and Unicorn while they come back. The Red Ghost is about to succeed in his plan, but one of the apes mentally stops him, then destroys his machine. And the Unicorn takes the Red Ghost away to fix him. I think this is a better Red Ghost story than the first Iron Man one on this list, because it focuses on the Red Ghost first, not the Super-Apes, or really the Unicorn, but him and his plan to get his powers back. This was cool to see him without his powers still be a threat. I think this is a great issue if you like to read about supervillains. The artist George Tuska reminds me a lot of John Romita. I love it even more for that, but to me the Red Ghost isn't the best he is here. There is one more better story, I feel. And now for the greatest Red Ghost story of all time. Number 1. Even a ghost can fear the night. Lucky for us, the greatest Red Ghost story happened in a Spider-Man title, in Amazing Spider-Man issue 255. I promise this is the best Red Ghost story, and I'm not just choosing it because it's a Spider-Man issue, even if this channel is mainly Spider-Man. The Red Ghost kidnaps a forgotten Spider-Man rogue, the Black Fox, so he can help him get money for a machine. The Red Ghost won't go himself because of all the enemies he's made. Spider-Man here because he fought him once before in Amazing Spider-Man issue 223. The Red Ghost sends his 3 Super-Apes to help the Black Fox rob places, and it's a funny scene where we see the Black Fox isn't an evil man as he tries to control and calm down the Super-Apes from destroying things and causing chaos. Black Fox just wants to do things stealthily, but the apes just want to do it fast. Later, Black Fox tells Spider-Man everything, and Spider-Man, in his symbiote suit for only the 4th time ever, goes after the Red Ghost again. I love how they changed the Red Ghost's attitude and way of speaking. I can easily imagine how the Red Ghost talks and walks. I also like this giant house he lives in, and his motivation makes sense for this time in the Red Ghost's criminal life. The Red Ghost is used to show how strong Spider-Man is now in the black suit, so Red Ghost is shown to be a super tough enemy. I love it even better that the Red Ghost gets away at the end. It's definitely the only story that treats Red Ghost like an A-list Marvel rogue, and it is my first Red Ghost story I ever read. This was the top 5 Red Ghost stories, and when I was making this list, I was surprised at how few appearances the Red Ghost even had. Actually, in the Ultimate Universe, he was only in 2 issues and was a crazy doctor, not a ghost. There's a story I like where a Red Ghost and his Super-Apes are the opposite of who they usually are, a one-shot in Fantastic Four, Volume 3, Issue 3 that was almost on this list. It's a very interesting story because the Red Ghost and the Super-Apes are opposite of who they were before. I guess you can kind of consider this number 6. I have a feeling the Red Ghost won't be used much anymore, and us getting these 5 stories with him will always be the greatest Red Ghost events. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to be making more top 5 stories list on more non-Spider-Man characters. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.